Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is showtime. The Mound, Omen of Cthulhu. It's actually a co-op game. So we'll play the prologue and then we'll try a single player version. I don't expect that will go especially well. Meant for 2 to 4. But we'll start with the prologue. And that was with the volume turn. All right, we have already compiled the shaders. Year of our Lord, 1652, deep into an unexplored region of the New World. I see a bad moon rising. Uncle Fester, is that you?
Samagona, we are getting close to the Mound. Ines and I will consult the manuscripts. You scout ahead.
Si, senor. Like a native. So we'll work through the prologue solo, and then we'll try the co-op game solo. See if it'll work. Hopefully this at least gives us a taste of the game, so that if the co-op doesn't, we'll at least be able to, okay, yeah, it should. Nice looking, gotta give it that. I am scouting ahead. Very evocative. Oh, okay. What was... Space is the punch. Okay. Weird. And they didn't tell me that. Okay. I'm supposed to be going a particular way here? Perhaps the fireflies are my guide. Or perhaps not. I see something moving. Lumbering through the forest. Nice creepy vibe. That's the mound. That's a critter. Maybe not really a critter, maybe something terrifying and weird. Okay, I can't see. Oh, hi, I'm Lens. Nice to meet you here. Sir? Sir? Okay, the Mound, Omen of Cthulhu. That was the prologue. Solo. Evidently, it does allow for solo. I don't expect this will be especially successful. I want to turn the volumes down a bit further.
These words are written in Father Escamo's diary. Here the tempest that has carried his poor souls to the end of the world with barely any food, to a land lost untold trees, where few survive a single night.
Yeah, that doesn't sound great.
Only one man returned, but in such a state that we had to lock him in the brig. The captain believes that there are ancient treasures to be found, wrought of dark gold, which will buy us all that we deserve.
All that we deserve, but not necessarily what we desire.
They left a curse behind them. To bring ships as a new commandor are feared most. But some of us are willing to venture into
Not a great hair statement, the tonsure.
We have family and brothers in Christ among those who went before.
Alonso de la Torre. I have grown weary of taking lives in the name of distant lords who know nothing of our lives. I do not care about gold, but I care about the freedom that it can bring me. Leonor. There's a dead man in Seville whose life I took, and I do not regret the dagger thrusts. I cannot return. I must make a new life for myself, unlike that of a lady. Don Rodrigo de Medina. There is no nobility left in the wars. We are fighting no honor in being a soldier. I seek a true and honest purpose, even if it is base. Better to be selfish than a hypocrite. Fray Gaspar. I must atone for my sins. The scriptures teach us to make plowshares of swords, yet I watched as the word was used to make swords of crosses. Perhaps in the wilderness I will find salvation. Well, we'll start with the obvious. I'm a sword dude. Settings. Let's see. Audio. The ambient down, the SFX down. If I had a hammer. You're supposed to like roll those back and batten down the hatches, as the saying goes. What kind of sailors are these? I'm curious, that's all. I'm going to look around a little bit. We have the cook.
The journey has been long. I do believe like pigs. I ordered the captain that our stores are depleted. But you know how he is. You want better rations.
I'll turn the speech volume back up. Moderately hard, I should think. Let's see. Audio, music, master volume. I guess we'll take the master up higher. And we'll drop the others down lower. Because that's not ambient and it's not SFX. Alright. That is, I think, the female character. We have, presumably the carpenter working there. Storage. These shells should have lips. You're on a ship. The Padre. The Madman. I was just curious, gonna poke around a bit. You can't blame a man for that, can you? Well, I guess you could, actually. All right, up onto the deck we go. It's raining all over the world tonight. Music reference. The Appraiser.
There will be no royal feast here. The crown knows nothing of this expedition, and so will the What do here? Especially a man is who he is. Here, one state can be renegotiated.
Let's try it a bit more. What options do we have? Anything? No, I wouldn't expect it, so. The voice volume is still really low. So I'm going to jack that up, that down, and that down. Hopefully that'll get the voice volume settings for the characters to a reasonable level. New guidebook page unlocked. Expedition setup. Choose the type of expedition you wish to embark on. The rewards and equipment you get to use depend on the contract you chose. Grab your gear, a shared pool of items, so plan with your team how to distribute them. Use the map to choose where on the continent the boatman will take you to carry out your objectives. Right, well, we'll get to that in a minute. I'm going to examine the rest of the boat. I started with that. I'm going to finish it. The prow. Usually captain's quarters there, I think. Should be. No, maybe there. That's the nobleman, I think. The lute player.
Yes.
Play a quiet reckoning.
Certainly.
Father Escalona.
We must pray that there is still goodness in the world. Even so far from the lands where the apostles walked.
That's nice. The makeshift church. Chapel. It looks like there's blood or hair from the person who looks like they're getting, they have a club in their hand, or they're getting clubbed, and I can't tell if it's their hair or blood. It's not clear. We have a satyr. Pagans. Filthy pagans. You know, unless you're a pagan, in which case, cool. Interact. Found the documents. We have found no documents. Yet. Rodrigo Castillo.
Command the boat. I don't leave the boat. That is why I'm alive and others.
And miscellaneous stuff here at the back of the boat. Alright, I guess it's time to do that expedition thing. It's why we're here. Again, it's meant to be a co-op game. I'm going in solo. So. Return with treasure from the shipwreck. Bring at least 540 worth of value. 1 second. I have to check the phone. I'm back. Sign the agreement. Return with the... Bring back 540 worth of value. We'll get 300 XP. And presumably we'll also get a pistol. A rapier. A stick. And chess pieces? I'm guessing here. Maybe I have to bring those back. Anyway, we're going to sign the agreement. Alonso de la Torre.
We are not sending an empty-handed. Prepare yourself before you leave.
Okay, I'll prepare myself before I leave.
There are many questions that must be answered. What happened to Samahonas over here? Where is Lazari? More importantly, did they discover now? And the entrance to the underworld that contains the city of Sat? Answer these questions, and you will receive your share of plunder.
All right. We have a small sword, an aged flintlock pistol, a machete, and a bandolier. And that appears to be all that we've got. No, we also have a sailor's knife. Nope. Nope. Okay, how do we... Settings, controls. How about we check? Melee push, middle mouse button. Not a fan of middle mouse button usage. Change weapon next, interact. Okay, just a... Yeah, that should work. That's the knife. That's the sword. We'll take a machete. Take the aged flintlock pistol. That's the machete. That's the flintlock. That is the something. Oh, I see. Okay, it's 3, what, potions? I'm guessing it's 3 potions of, like, healing. I can feel the sneeze coming. It's lurking around. There, it came out. All right, so here we are. This is the map. Here we are in the El Comendador. And that will be where we're going first. Can we zoom in? We can. We'll arrive at night. High chance of rain. Yeah, we've got that. Okay, drag to move the map. All right, we're going to El Comendador.
You utilizing gold. The more you mine, the better your future will be.
All right, boarding rowboat. 3, 2, 1. 540 worth of value. Okay, there we go. Okay, you guys, row your boat. You know, gently across the sea. We're bringing a bull with us. Not what I would have expected, but okay. I bet the bull probably didn't expect it either. Maybe an ox. That's my health at the bottom. New guidebook page. Oxwagon is your mobile hub. Oxwagon, Father Escalona will accompany you on several expeditions. Don't worry about him. He'll know when to follow and when to run from danger. When you're ready to complete the expedition, tell Father Escalona and he'll guide you back to the rowboats. Use the crate at the back to store treasures and resources. G, if you're ever lost or lose track of where the Oxwagon is, you can blow your horn. It will respond with his own horn. You can follow the sound. Rank and experience. Rank 1, you can carry an extra knife. Rank 2, an extra inventory slot. Extra knife, axe throwing skill. Extra knife. I'm not sure what the extra knives are. Is that maybe it's like a point? Like a talent point? Revive allies with more health. Weapon grip bonus, 15%. Extra knife. Inventory slot. Revive allies with more health. Weapon grip bonus. Ring of isolation resistance. Progress, expedition, the ox wagon. Okay, well, we're done for now. So currently in the wagon inventory, we've got food ration, and we've got no wood and no food. All right. So he's going to presumably follow me. You're gonna follow me, right? You're gonna, one of you is gonna follow me? Somebody? Natives. I will resist the urge to pointlessly slaughter the aliens. The natives. I'm only pretending to be a Spanish conquistador. We have a map now. Bring back riches from the jungle. Up, he's following. I don't know how he's going to get over this. How I'm going to get over this. Maybe I'm not. Let's check those settings again. Reload, sprint, melee, push. Doesn't look like we have a like a climb option, so that is pretty dead-endian to me. Unless, oh, I guess we're going this way. Still with me, Padre? Let's go. I heard a poop. Okay, well, we've got a ship. A hole to retrieve a metal idol. That's plus 300. Tracking your mission goals during the expedition, you'll be required to bring valuable objects. Use the mission information overlay to track how much value you and your team have collected. Most objects have some value, but metal idols are especially prized. Since some objects' value is uncertain, you can choose to finish an expedition hoping you've met your goal, or risk exploring further to increase your haul and ensure success. Show the mission overlay. Got it. Oh, it's quite lovely, really, when you look at it and don't think about it. How do I put it in? Oh, there. Bring 540 back. Treasure added to the cooked chest between 170 and 520. I guess because we don't know the actual value of that object. That might be worth it on its own. Okay, so we can just hit the number to... just hoping that there was something in there, but apparently not. And there doesn't appear to be a mechanic for stepping over or climbing or anything like that. We are also looking for food and wood, it looks like, but I don't know about wood, how I can get the wood. Maybe I can machete this. Find treasure and stash in the ox wagon chest. Yeah, I did that. Can I not pick this up for wood purposes? Evidently not. Do we have a specific command for picking up? Reload, change, interact. E. we're not getting the E key, so the answer to that is evidently no. It's a bit fidgety, but oh, we've got another metal idol. Friend sent you the Steam page for this game the other day. How you liking it? I have just barely started. Visually, it looks great. I like the idea behind it a lot. I'm playing solo, so I don't expect I'm going to have much success, but I'm willing to give it a try. But really, I'm like... I just left the boat 5 minutes ago, so... helping fallen allies. You must aid fallen companions whenever possible. Left behind, they'll surely be claimed by the forest. I doubt it's the forest that's going to be doing the claiming. Ammonia salts can revive an unconscious ally at once. If no salts are available, you can carry your ally to safety. The ox wagon can carry one fallen companion. Why can't we pile up more than one? Father Escalona will tend to a player character, restoring them to health. If the fallen's a non-player character, he'll take them to the rowboats. Alright, well, it said we have to find a wounded person. Presumably they're over here somewhere. Oh, we've got more stuff. Metal coins. An axe. Am I carrying too much? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, you can only carry a certain number of objects. And so we'd have to come back and grab it. We'll leave that behind. We'll leave that behind for now so we can pick up more stuff. This obviously would be easier with another player, or two, or three. Francesca is a throwing axe, historically anyway. Or Francesca? I'm not sure on the pronunciation. I'm sure about the throwing axe then. Alright, we are currently, our value is between 410 and 1240. We need 540 value before we head back. Nothing else in here? Come on, some of that stuff looks like it ought to be worth something. Oh, we've got another metal idol. I need to carry him back. Ugh, all right. Jesus Christ, man. What a lard ass. You need to drop a few pounds. Seriously.
Each life is fashioned in the image of the Creator. To say that life is to save the world.
We'll go with that, Padre. Let's see. Talk with Father Escalona to send the wagon back. We have 500 to 1510, which means we're almost certainly safe. I would like to make sure, see if I can't find like one more object, metal idol perhaps. Throw me the whip. It's no time, throw me the idol. Adios, senor. Yeah, it's got a great feel, looks really good. Obviously, as always, the detail... Oh, between 550 and 1660, we are set. Go back to the boat. I'm wondering, does that actually take me back as well, or do I have to hoof it? I probably have to hoof it. I assume the white is the trail, like we've left behind a trail of something behind us to find our way back. I just wanted to, you know, swing my sword a little bit.
Are you ready to return?
Well, let's wait for the Padre and the bald guy.
Are you ready to return? Let us go.
We are leaving the area. Marines, we are leaving. One. Back to the boat. Sadly, I can't crank the volume up anymore.
Christopher, guide my hands, guide sailors to safe harbor, that my words may protect those who come after.
Well, I'm glad to see that they're putting in
Son of Hernan,
some time and effort into the narrative as well.
sailing with the Lazzarillo under the command of Captain Tamacona. A terrible storm, the kind which I have never witnessed before, not even at Cape Horn, shattered the corridor upon the shore. But in the face of this omen, we were not deterred. We began to claim the land, building many forts to protect us.
Okay, so there are forts that presumably we'll be able to take and build upon. The days of the Nephilim.
Even this we thought we could overcome.
Nephilim are the offspring of angels and men. Well, angels and
We
humans.
took our friends, but we suffered more when they returned. In mockery of the resurrection. Nothing was as it should be. It is Zamacona, the Mound. Forgive me. My thoughts are unclear.
It happens to us
The
all.
voices coming closer. My end is upon me. Oh, Mother of God, cover my soul with your mantle, that the corruption of my flesh may not penetrate my spirit.
Good luck with that.
Amen.
Yes, I'm sure I had to get 540, and I got from like 550 to 1,500 worth of fat loot.
Let's see if you fulfill your end of the agreement.
The agreement goal?
Treasure.
540.
What food did they bring?
Little more than mushrooms, it would seem.
Well, we got a little bit from...
What supplies did they bring?
They brought a great many things.
Okay.
What do you reckon these things are worth?
An impressive haul.
Oh,
That's good enough.
1,284 things. So contract is 40 tokens plus 300 XP. New rank acquired, beginner. Yeah. Ding. All right, finding the logbook. The next one we have to find is at least 1,050 buckaroos. All right, well, what do I get for... Reload, change. Do I get nothing specific? Doesn't look like there's any sort of character page. Well, it looks like we're going back in for 1,050 worth of value. Pardon me. Bring back the fort logbook.
I'm not sending you empty-handed. Prepare yourself before you leave.
All right, tokens, tools, and artifacts. You're provided with weapons and equipment. for your expedition, but that is not all you can take with you. At the shop, you can trade some of your tokens for special equipment. Special equipment might include an area map, torches, special artifacts found on the continent. These are loans, so you can expect these items. You can use these items for the next expedition, but you do not expect to own them. Keep them permanently. You can also place items in the Oxwagon's box before expedition runs. This equipment will be available for the whole party. Okay, that's that there. Is this over here? Alright, we can get a crucifix. Those who've been turned hesitate in its presence. Their hostility slower to surface. The moment their restraint breaks is easier to sense by everyone around you. Map, torch. Map, torch, and crucifix, and a map. Okay, well, no. Okay, fine. We'll rent the crucifix, which I'm not certain that is very Christian of them, but okay, we're going to get a loaner crucifix. Even to those who've been taken, the crucifix is a thing of power. Whatever shred of humanity remains within a imbi will focus upon the symbol delaying its attack. I cannot say whether this is salvation or merely restraint, but I hold to the belief that no corruption is so complete that the sign of Christ is wholly without meaning. Even here, among such abominations, the light of forgiveness is not entirely lost. Aim the crucifix at a himbi to draw its attention and reduce its aggression. Alright, we got what? A sailor's knife, not really interested. The bandolier. 2 bandoliers. Not sure what the bandolier actually has. Looks like it's holding potions. I'm guessing those were healing potions. An oil lamp. Hey there, Lone Star Wolf. What do we have back here? Okay. We just have food ration. Anything else over here? Doesn't. Oh, demo. The demo has locked those cases. Ha-ha! They don't want me doing everything all the time. Ooh, a helmet? I'll put that on. If you're going into an unknown jungle filled with elder deity-influenced beings, always wear your helmet. Sailor knife, bandolier, oil lamp. We want the Francesca. Or Francesca. It's silent. Let's take that. All right, we are ready, Capitan.
The time of kings and priests is ending. They will round, rising tide of blood, and a new class of men shall arise, whose greatness will be measured in gold.
Ah, a patriot. Okay. The White Beach. Distance to the Mound, 15 leagues. That's about 45 miles. We will arrive at night. High chance of clear skies. You may find an occult tool or artifact in the area. Okay.
Remember, we are here for treasure, not riddles and mysteries.
Sure. You say so, boss. Alright, that's got everything there. Alright. Boom. Boom. We need 1,050 worth of value. And we're supposed to find the logbook. Congratulations / condolences on 175. Lone Star Wolf. Alright, we have a friend with a gun. New guidebook, page alerting the forest and noise. Not only are there beings in the forest that can hear your footsteps, but the forest itself is a living presence, irritated by your intrusion. Well, I am irritating. If you make too much noise, it'll respond. Pay attention to the loudness of different sounds to understand how much they anger the forest. Avoid using firearms unless absolutely necessary. Certain creature calls and animal cries alert the forest. Running while wearing armor produces noise. It doesn't like clanking. Wow. The forest is a bit picky. Cutting branches with machete or sword is quieter than snapping them by pushing through. Less control is useful for creeping for a backstab. You will excuse me, I am a bit of a deliberate player, so... we have a medallion. The medallion is made of the same strange metal as the treasures placed upon the ancient altars. Strike it to awaken its powers and feel the invisible pull guiding you towards the nearest treasure. Beware! Overly frequent use has been observed to disturb the wilderness, increasing the likelihood that the dreaded crawling canopy will appear. Okay. I can consider me appropriately, warned? Anything else there? Anything else? Doesn't look like it. We can't jump. It just feels odd to have a game that looks like this where there's no jumping. Nothing over here. Lots of flotsam and jetsam, and here I go again, can't help myself. The difference between flotsam and jetsam. Flotsam is things you find that have floated ashore or are still floating after a wreck at sea. Jetsam is all the stuff they threw overboard, jettisoned, hoping to avoid sinking. Oh, that had to be. I'm going to kick this open. A torch. Oh. I'm not completely enthused about that. We will put the lamp in here. Francesca for now. We'll drop the torch back in here. I figure we're better off, at least initially, trying to stick to the shore before we start heading all higgledy-piggledy. We have a metal idol. We know those are worth. Where? New guidebook page. Isolation. Avoid being alone for too long while in the forest. Among the many creatures stalking the party, some will only reveal themselves when they detect an isolated target. Your mental resilience may also be tested. That was the sound, the sort of the string hit when I picked up the object. Father Escalona and the rowboats you arrived in provide safe havens from isolation. Conversely, certain idols in your forest amplify the effects of being alone, even if your allies are not far. Eating the Lutz de Sur mushroom reduces your feelings of isolation. Our current value? also we need to find the logbook. I'm guessing that there's nothing further over here. Sort of a dead end. We'll double back in a sec. That'll be another of the idols. Ooh, flintlock. Let's go back and rejoin the Padre. Obviously, this would be going a lot faster with a bigger group. Also, it would be going faster if I weren't a slowpoke. Okay, we're going to have to go back around, and we're going to want to come back here because there's more stuff. The inventory limitations, at least initially, are pretty harsh. Alright, we'll drop off these things, and we'll also drop a couple. We'll drop off an extra one. Hey, Padre, how you doing? Looking good. You lost a little weight? Alright, we'll drop that off too. That. That. And that. 350 to 1070. So theoretically, maybe all we need, but almost certainly not. Alright, so we're going to go right back. Oh, got another box. Huemul hide. Don't know what a huemul is. Is it something real? Is it something entirely made up for this? Don't know. Might be a name for an era-appropriate name for something like a cow, for all I know. I don't think I can get out there. No. I get. Looks like it's just wood. Right, we already grabbed that. Again, I am playing solo. It is meant to be co-op, 2 to 4. So presumably things would be moving a little bit faster if there were 1 to 3 more of us. Another crucifix. What the? It appears to have evaporated into nothingness, which is actually sort of, it looked more like blood. Oh, I took some damage. So, it evaporated into bloody nothingness, and I took some damage. Have anything else over here? We do have another one of those idols over there on the left, but there is no climbing or anything that I'm aware of. Oh, we got something up here. Oh, okay. Only for specific locations. It'll offer that to you as an option. Doesn't seem to be anything up here. But it did offer. So I guess we can shortcut. Oh, I'm throwing up. Oh, I threw up an enormous centipede thing. I've never actually done that before. But I think what it does provide is a shortcut for us. A Cthulhu metal coin, as in Cthulhu, no doubt. Another metal idol. So I think what this does offer us is a shortcut back. Also a place where we can puke a centipede. Like a 3-foot-long centipede. Would not recommend. All right, we need 1,000 worth of treasure. We've got between 550 and 1,660. We already... Nope. Another creepy idol. Anything else? Looks like no. We'll be heading up there in a sec. Okay. A trap. And it did a good amount of damage to me. So we had a crucifix turn into blood and do some damage to me, and then a trap. Not nuts about the trap having basically just being snappier at the bottom. It would be nicer if there were some visuals that accompanied it. You know, not necessarily a chance to get away, but some sort of visuals that accompanied it, other than, boop, you're in the trap. Haha. Shing. Well, we can try using... Alright, that's the direction it's going. That's the direction we were going to be going anyway. That's the sort of treasure finder. Give me a sec. That's right, snapping branches makes more noise than using your sword or a machete. Well, he did that for me. Oh, we've got a thing. Probably one of the undead. Why are you chasing it, dude? There are multiples of them.
Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart.
Alright, we got a bolt from Mr. Crossbow Dude. I'm not feeling too great. We have a food ration. That'll help a little bit. My assumption is the sidekick I have there is just an AI one because I'm playing solo. Whether that'll be there when the game goes live, I have no idea. We're going to drop off of the food ration. They don't stack. We're going to grab this thing, which I think is for healing. I'm going to find out if that's what it's for. It doesn't appear that it's for healing. So I don't know what it's for. It's got 4 charges. Oh, it's a gunpowder charge. Okay, now I know. Bandolier with a gunpowder charge. Okay. Alright. See if anything else fell from these guys. A breastplate. A Dihune mushroom. Another Dihune mushroom. Those were used, I think, to get rid of isolation. I don't assume they'll cure, but I'll give one a try. A little bit. Very little bit. Wonder if the rations might do a better job. Alright, we're theoretically supposed to be going to the fortress, so I'm assuming that's it there. But I'm going to poke around a bit first. Oh, we've got a little walkway over there. A bandage. We will use that right now. Okay, that gives a bar worth of healing. Okay. I'm gonna... Alright, you got another of the metal idols. We're between 760 and 2270. I will be going down there in just a second. Maquis fruit. Any more fruit? We've got a deader. Alright, now we're going to try this little path over here. Alright, this may just be the faster way back. Nope, we got something over here. Another breastplate. Kick the lock. What's in the box? Another Huemel hide. Another Huemel hide. I'm full. What do we have? That is the mushroom. Don't know what that is. Doesn't say anything. That's the mushroom. That's the fruit. Well, we'll go ahead and eat that to free up the space so we can pick up the breastplate, because that's probably worth. I think I'm also wearing the first breastplate we found. No. There we go. Why is it not picking up? Why can I not pick that up? Alright, well, we'll drop it off. Drop off what... Whoops, not that way. Yes, that way. Drop off what we've got, and then we'll go back for the freaking breastplate. That's a little bit annoying. Padre? Padre? Where did he go? More mochi fruit. Where the hell is he? He's supposed to follow us. Oh, there he is. Jeez. Oh, we don't want to break them. We don't want to break the branches. You're better off cutting them, he said. Well, we're almost certainly within range. Can I put... It's showing that I am wearing a breastplate and a helm. I guess I can't pick up the extra and then count it against our requirements for the mission. Which is kind of annoying. I mean, granted, I'm playing solo. I guess my assumption is, I guess they're expecting you to have two people, and two people will grab the chest piece. I'm going to try to pick it up again anyway, just because I'm stubborn. Make sure I didn't miss anything, and... Nope, won't let me pick it up. That's annoying. Don't like that. But what's a guy to do? Alright, so now we need to head to the fort, which is presumably over here. Well, looks like somebody got ahead in life. Open. Can only be opened from one side. I hope this is the side. It's not the side. Can only be opened from the other side, it should say. If you can't open it from this side... Okay. Oh. Okay, we have to climb. I like the minimalist nature, but I do expect that at times it will be very frustrating. I hear something. He's running away and decided to stop. He's got a pretty good range. Better than I would have expected. Dude, could you stop, please? He climbed back into the ground. I was going to say that's a neat trick, but it's actually not that neat a trick. I wish he hadn't done that. Milko del Monte mushroom. Yeah, you were no help, dude. I don't mean to pick nits, but yeah, not helpful. Interesting. Okay, there's no idol over here. Interesting. We've got something hanging like a lamp, sort of, from the little makeshift bridge. No idol there, either. One over here, yeah. Probably don't want to drop into a flowing river. I don't know that for a fact. Maybe that's exactly what we want to do, but I'm betting. No. Gotten kind of turned around here, which doesn't seem to me like that's optimal. I think we've got enough stuff. Ah, okay. We have found another. Oh, can we not cross that? It looks like we should be able to. This is where we crossed. Don't see. My assumption was we had to come up here and go around to get to sort of the more Quila wood. Why? Why won't it stack? any higher than that. Hopefully we can get to the door, the gate. Got a lamp. Can't pick it up. Okay. Flashbang! Where's the gate? Oh, the gate is... I can't get to the gate. I do not find this reassuring. Let's see, that is... a weird mushroom. I'm going to eat it and see what happens. Don't know what that was. Oh, weird. Okay, that took us... Take the fort's logbook back to the galleon. Well, we got to find that. I have found it. Retrieve the fort's logbook to map a new area. Okay, good. We could pick up more of those mushrooms. Oyster mushrooms. We have the book. Okay, I was looking at the wrong location for the gate. Because this here is the gate we want, and now we can open that. Padre, where are you at? Thank you. Between 1100 and 10, so we are good. I think I would like if basically when you push that button, you just all go immediately. Okay, he's going to turn around. We're going to have to work our way back. That's fine. So it is nice that you leave the white trail behind to show where the cart has been. Oh, we have another baddie. Oh, he's coming fast. And he spits. Oh, that's charming. That's gross, dude. Yeah, you just stay there, fish face. The deep ones. The deep ones are here. So I will go out on a limb and say I do not think this will make a good solo game. I don't think that's particularly exciting revelation given the fact that it's listed as a co-op game.
Are you ready to return?
Yes. Boom. But I could certainly see myself playing it if I have a couple friends who want to play. I do have some other gaming friends. We'll see if it intrigues any of them.
These are the words of Father Melchor de la Peña, as recorded within the journals discovered at the first fort. I am now certain that the rules stated in the ancient documents are true.
There's no volume control, and we're at the max, so sorry.
Scattered throughout the jungle, we have discovered pagan shrines filled with treasures made of dark metal. These treasures, though wrought with skill, have been used in service of abominations, in rites of blood and darkness. Such idols are
They're metal.
true majesty of the Lord, and therefore it is righteous for us to take them and repurpose them for holy ends. Moreover, we have come to understand that the medallions in fact have certain properties of attraction which may be employed to discover further shrines. I therefore believe that we are being guided by divine providence.
How convenient.
Seize these treasures from the hands of the idolaters, to cleanse this land by casting down these golden calves, as Moses did upon Sinai. This is our duty to God.
Also, it would make you rich. So, win-win.
Call this plunder.
Yeah.
Our actions are sanctified by purpose and baptized in the name of true faith.
How convenient. Pardon the yawn. I'm an old man.
Let's see if you fulfilled your end of the agreement.
Oh, I fulfilled my end of the agreement.
It's not easy to measure its worth.
What food did they bring?
A bunch of shrooms.
They had a good amount, okay?
Rations, wine.
Supplies did they bring?
They brought a great many things.
What do you reckon these things are worth?
Good. Oh, Captain.
See? I was supposed to bring back 1,050. I brought back 2,500.
This expedition. This will give us the knowledge.
I'm a novice explorer. Logbook found. Playa Cónica. We have any new stuff on. You can rent this. The medallion would obviously want to be purchasing for its ability to track treasure. The rental fee is mildly annoying, I'm not going to lie. What do we have over here? Okay, nothing yet. Apparently we would have to accept the next mission. We'll go ahead and take a look. I'll be trying another game shortly. Alright, so that's Quiver and Quay. Oh, we have our choice now. That's cool. Alright. Contract tier basic. Bring back riches from the jungle. 972 worth. Relic acquisition. I guess these are the items that are available to dish out between your party members. I have a sneeze coming. The sneeze has come and gone, so we have a lot of different choices. That's very cool. I like that. So if there was a group of us, we would decide on which contract we were going to take. We'd split up the stuff that we can bring along. Pardon the yawn. So we will sign an agreement.
We are not sending them empty-handed.
No, of course not. Next place we'll be going would be one of those. That would be the one, probably. We would have our choice over here. There's an oil lamp, arrows, a food ration, a helmet, a couple of helmets, a breastplate. Demo is still locked. So we got arrows, but no bow? Don't worry, we'll just throw it at them then. Anyway, I'm going to call it here for this game. So, we're going to exit this game and have another demo I'm going to try. So I liked this. If I knew I was going to have friends playing, I would wishlist it. But like a lot of games, playing with friends makes an okay game good and a good game start walking the path towards great. Okay, let me make it. This will take just a minute as I'm going to have to change. Don't do that. Don't do that. It is Rivage. It's the demo next. So I'm going to make some changes here. Let's see. And all right, those are good. We come over here. We edit the stream info. Yep. Okay. We now open that up. Bear with me for a minute here, guys. Yes, please. Installing Microsoft.NET framework after all these years. Still, huh? Okay. It's running the install script. It's still running. Okay, I'm going to AFK for just a sec. I'm going to refill my coffee cup and be right back, and hopefully it will have finished by then. I don't know, though. It's running like... Options, thank you. Why do they always default to such high volumes? Give me just a second here. Yep, that one, and there it is. There we go. All right, let me finish getting that coffee and we'll get right back to this. All right, I'm back. I believe you are all seeing the correct thing. You are seeing the correct thing. Did I not take that? I did. Okay. Okay, so talking and we have music. Everything should be fine here. Make sure the graphics aren't overloaded. They're not. They're fine. Let's start a new game. Heads up, your demo save won't carry over to the full release. We've crafted a dedicated demo path just for you, separate from the full game. Thanks for understanding. Enjoy your time aboard Ares Station.
Vesta. A Mexican planet capable of harboring humanity was our new hope. My team and I were sent here to the Ares Station to study it. We were so proud, so energized by this adventure. But everything went wrong.
Well, things fall apart. The center cannot hold.
They left. All of them. Overnight. I have to understand what happened and flee the station at all costs. It becomes
I think there's a time rewinding mechanic in this, but I could be misremembering.
Good morning, Miranda Venue. Your canine system has been reset. Alert. 80% of the crew is missing.
Oops.
Alert.
I misplaced
Station
them.
Power reserves are critical. Gather your most important research and proceed to the evacuation bay.
I expect it's probably not. Loop 1. Yes, I was correct. Okay, that puts it back. I need my research, huh? I probably know something about this. Bible of Mathematics by Yuri Petrov.
Wonderful. It reminds me why I embarked on this adventure.
K9 personal neural device. Press tab to open. Navigate. Press sound. Ah, okay. Lock navigation. Station energy, level access, upgrades. Got it. No item detected. Picture. Stardust. Oh, I wrote this. Forgot password? No, of course not. Don't be ridiculous. Whee! I can spin a globe. Red moon. Item detected. Oh, that's like a video player? Maybe a DVD player? Wi-Fi? I'm guessing? Hold and push. I don't know what that does. Is that like my personal safe or something? We've got books, 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 and more books. Station Ares. Hello, Ms. Vigneault. I believe that contacting you by letter will have more impact than yet another email in your likely overflowing inbox. My name is Arjun Singh, and I am a literary lawyer with the firm Page Histoire. Since you are looking for a new partner, as you stated in your last conference, I would like to invite you to discuss a potential publishing collaboration over a delicious meal. We offer the best partnership in terms of top talents. What do you say? Would you prefer Italian or Indian? Given that choice, I'm choosing Indian. Nice vindaloo, maybe? La toilette? The mirror indicates that I don't exist. I find that mildly troubling. I'm assuming that, like, maybe comes out and sprays water. Do we have a water sprayer somewhere that I don't see? I'm not sure. The arts. Picture of me? That seems a little bit full of me-self. Engineering mechanics. So, so some books here are L'Histoire des colonies lunaires. Lune. I guess Lune. So some of the books are interactable. Perhaps we'll be able to click on those and learn something about something important. Password, Optima Vault. What a scatterbrain. Retrieve my things, hallway box. Put away my papers, do my laundry. Miranda V. Oh, okay. Listen.
Our food supplies are dwindling faster than expected. But if we're careful, starting now, we can still avoid early rationing.
Are you sure that applies to everyone, Commander Kill?
Everyone can be careful, I suppose.
And we will. Anyway, we're supported by the best logistics around.
Yes. Speaking of logistics, Jahi, I would need some clarification on the escape pods, just in case.
Amma needs too much anyway.
Fine.
Alright, that thing's not creepy at all. It's a Roomba, but with extra bits. Alright, I am there. Manual door, high energy door. Low power indicator. Search for batteries and heavy power devices. I'm so excited. Wet floor. Okay. Am I supposed to be able to pick that up or open it in some way? I mean, that implies that maybe now I can carry it or open it. Unlatch. There we go. Optim Vault. By default, it's 000. And then put in your birthday. Really? Your birthday? Those are of no use. Do we know my birthday? I should know my birthday. Okay.
All food supplies.
That's what we just listened to. I should know my birthday. I shouldn't have to, like, look this up somewhere in the game.
We all realized too late that we were family.
A yummy snack. I'm trying to cut down, you know, my girlish figure. Briselle cycle. Mediocre at best, they said. Well, haven't we all been told that once or 1,000 times in our lives? The gold umbrella. See, I'm not sure how many of these are like real clues to something, and how many of them are no idea what to do with that one. Right. Well, my birthday is supposed to be able to open that, but I don't know when my birthday is because I don't know when my birthday is. All right, no power on that. Maybe I should just have a seat and take a think. I'm on J. They just all vanished. His power is low as well. Jahi. O. he has no power? Yeah, he appears to have no power. No item detected.
Something's missing. I should keep looking.
Okay. Now, have I suffered, like, a loss of cognition now where I have no memory and can't remember anything? If so, maybe they should tell me that. Card not found. Okay. Card's not found for the other missing. Alright, I need a card. I'm guessing that's probably in my vault. Retrieve my things. Hallway box. Put away my papers, do my laundry. So my guess right now is I need to find out what my birthday is. But I am just guessing, because they actually haven't really said. Lock navigation, a delicate situation play. We already played through that. T. Lock navigation? Unlock navigation. Memories. We've got the information on how to use this thing. Here, let's see. Navigate, scroll, change folder. Press tab to bring it open. Press E. Press F, hold R for a screenshot. K9 navigate. Okay, there is no navigating going on here. Yeah, we know. Personal neural device, safety precautions, implantation, troubleshooting. Well, what it shows is how to navigate. Navigation locked. Well, okay, how about... how did I unlock and lock? T. Unlock navigation. Okay, that's not doing. I'm not seeing any difference there other than green. And we only have the, I guess it's the one voice thing to navigate through. This so far is a little frustrating. I'm not going to lie. I have 2 copies of that. Sun Tzu's Art of War. I've read it. Understood most of it. Actually, I understood that one really well. One I had a little problem with was the Book of 5 Rings. Principles of Fusion Energy. Mediocre at best, they said. Briser le cycle. I'm doing my best with the French. Right now I'm just checking to see. There was a book written by my character. And I'm trying... That's it. Does it happen to have the birth date? Born, there we are, 23/2/35. So 23/2/35. 23/2/35. There was a screenshot mechanic I could take. Let's... What was the screenshot mechanic? Not you. Screenshot. Hold R. All right. 23-2-35. 23-2-35. 23-2-35. 23-2-35. 23-2-35. No, wrong password. Where was the information about this thing? Maybe it's the entire thing? 23 to... What was the year? (2302) 35. 2302 35. 23 0 2 35. Fuck. Oh, there's the... We've got the zoom. You can zoom. Not a great zoom, but it's better than nothing. Year, month, day. I was looking, there was somewhere in here, there was an instruction on what you should do with initially it's all zeros. Okay. But then it had instructions as to what you should do instead, and now I don't remember where that was that I saw that. That's low power indicator. I mean, we can try year, month, day. It was $35 2302. No. 3502. 23. 3502. 3502 23. 3502. Oh. That will work better. 35 02 23. Nope. I just don't remember where the indicator was on how to set this thing up. They are not making this easy at all. On the desk, maybe? I missed it. Yes, no. There was something about the vault. That's the neural device. So there was something similar to that about the vault, but I don't remember where I saw it. Just really frustrating right now. I mean, it's not make or break yet, but it is getting relatively close. I try using 4. It has 6. I can try that. 4-digit year and a 2. It only has a maximum of 6 characters. Well, we can try one more. Let's see. We can try the American version, which is 0223. We've tried all 3 versions. What is that? Is that how we open it? Once we've unlocked it? See, it's what's driving me crazy is I had instructions on how to use it, and now I can't find them. Is this it? No, that's the low power indicator. So there was in here? There it is. Okay, reset instructions. 1, type 000, then dry. Okay, there it is. It's day, month, year. Wow, okay, that's not actually... It shows only 6, so day, month. Is it 3 zeros? And slashes. Okay, /000. No. /000/ Okay, day 23 02 35 up. What year is it? 2435. I've gotten it open. Yes, it does have a slash. That was a lot of unnecessary work, really. That looks like that's nothing. Miranda. How can it only be 2 years since we met? I feel like I've already lived a lifetime with you. You're going to space to give us a chance at a better future. There are no words to describe the jealousy, pride, and joy I feel all mixed together about such an accomplishment. It reassures me that a woman like you carries the responsibility for our species. I know you belong on Ares. Stop doubting it. If it wasn't meant to be you, then who? I love you. Come back to me soon. Go conquer the stars. Sing. Identifier. Find barcode. Find barcode? Okay, this is easily readable. We'll need to be vigilant with Omen. His heart isn't in very good health, and we'll have to monitor his cortisol levels. Having a defib on hand doesn't exactly reassure me. He's a sensible man who always speaks of his son with immense pride, which is evident in his voice. Omen tries to make the crew laugh with the high stakes of our mission. I think that's extremely important. Type 2 diabetic and Omen's numbers. Omen, type 2 diabetes, obesity. He has a lovely, painfully empathetic side, which makes him very endearing. I hope he'll be able to earn the team's respect. Kim seems very strict. He's visibly stressed and tends to be cold. For now, I'm giving him time. I don't need to intervene. He needs to acclimate. Jahi. He gets along better with machines than with people. I think he sees everyone as a nuisance or a disruption to the station. I hope I can get him to open up someday. Raphael, very reserved. He wanders in his own world. Communicating with him is difficult, but he's the most brilliant man I've ever met. Oh, she's talking about Raphael. Never mind. Sometimes his reactions remind me of a child in an adult's body. Hey, that's not nice. Screw you. Some people think he's only here because of connection. Me? I think I'm managing to fit in fairly well, but I could work on my organization. I have a bit of Kim to learn. Aeon, we call it that. It's more practical because the official name is rather long and I don't remember it very well. It's a very strange bioluminescent plant, which doesn't seem to need water or light. We don't know yet how it grows and survives. Is it edible? We don't have any insects to try it on. Raphael suggested feeding it to the fish, but Kim flatly refused. I understand, after all, they're his housemates. The food from Apollinia, the most dynamic of the Martian colonies, is undoubtedly the best we've eaten here. Amazing considering how difficult it is for them to grow vegetables. Vesta really helps me fall asleep. I feel privileged to admire this immense blue pearl against the black sky. I've never felt so spoiled. Sometimes imposter syndrome creeps back in, especially since I'm only indirectly contributing to the mission, unlike the rest of the crew. Taking care of my team gives me a real sense of importance. Is it selfish to feel joy knowing they're suffering simply so I can help them find relief and thus justify my presence here? Is it the anticipation of being useful that brings me so much joy? Sometimes I wonder if I'm a truly good person or just someone who's trying to be one. Is wanting to do good enough to be a good person? I'm getting sidetracked. When I look at Raphael, I sometimes feel like I'm seeing a child in a mature man's body. He has the innocence of a 4-year-old. He loves to come and talk to me in person when he can, always with that endearing look in his eyes. Spending so much time with him fuels my desire to be a mother. Wow, they've got a really weird crew. I picture us with Singh and our child on Vesta. I dream of being able to sail across those vast oceans above magnificent plankton jetties alongside them. Zero gravity was incredible. With today's technology, it's hard to experience that. I was like a little kid in a candy store. I could flout everything. You don't even feel your weight. I could read a floating book or drink coffee while I was suspended in midair. I'd love to do it again. I still can't understand how they generated gravity in our station. Wow, that's weird. Okay. All I know is that they use nuclear fusion to produce it. As for how, Jahai explained it to me, but I didn't quite follow. I lacked the engineering knowledge to understand, and teaching isn't his strong suit. Patience even less so. Apparently, Chiang Kai-shek is using zero gravity to manufacture new ultra-strong metal alloys. So this is an alternate timeline? If they're talking about Chiang Kai-shek, that was 50 years ago? 50 or 60 years ago, is using zero gravity to manufacture new ultra-strong metal alloys. Or maybe that's the name of a planet. They named it Chiang Kai-shek. They're selling them for more than graphene. I hope they don't end up becoming the magnates of the military industry. Armed conflicts today are seemingly very different from ones 2 centuries ago. That's right, it is 2435. Everything happens indirectly. There are almost no soldiers on the ground anymore because everything is managed by drones. Cyber attacks now play a decisive role in the outcome of conflicts. I've seen countries surrender after their banking systems and cryptocurrencies collapsed overnight. Cryptocurrencies? Collapsing overnight? That just doesn't sound like even science fiction. That's not real. Without a single drop of blood being shed. It's crazy to think that in antiquity, up until the Middle Ages, people fought wars face to face. Actually, a few centuries later, they observed each other through a sight, still later through screens. Today, we don't look at each other at all. It's strange to think that previously we needed a weapon. This is worrying us. That's it. All right, that's it. That's everything out of our journal. We need to find a barcode. Scan. Downloading. Level 1 access granted, Miranda Vigneault.
Level 1 granted.
Thank you. Does that mean leveling up? I don't know. Can I now open up doors that I couldn't open up before? Like, say, this one? Like that one. Okay, the light's flickering. I assume this won't allow me to open these because they don't belong to me.
I can come back once I find the right item.
Yes. Thank you very much. Contactless. And then that one's just dead. Presumably because the power is being routed over to there for whatever reason. Wait. Powder fire extinguishers. Okay. Watch for the doors. We've got I can guarantee you my fat ass doesn't fit into one of those chairs. Maybe Miranda's does. Mine doesn't. Dock system. Reminder, the emergency pharmacy batteries should not be used for anything else. Gather the 3 batteries scattered across the floors and put them back in the pharmacy. Johnny. Is that indicating where they are on the 3 floors? I'm guessing. Okay, well, let's, what was the R? Loop 1 still. Strange phenomena at the station. Are new crops grown on Mars viable? World's greatest fairy tales. Life's a fairy tale that loses its magical powers when we grow up. That's deep. Not really.
Hello, human. I see you don't have a picture of me and your canine yet. Perhaps it's time to take one. Hold on. I'll strike a pose. Gorgeous. My red really pops.
That's awesome. Buzzer? Okay, so, math. So the sum from 1 to infinity of 1 over n to the 5th? S. N to the S is 1 over 1 to the S, 1 over 2 to the S, 1 over 3 to the S. Yeah, okay. History of music. Wilderness Survival Guide. Jules Verne, voyage to the center of the earth. Ha ha ha. Emergency pharmacy, heavy bleeding, stomachache, headache. It's a battery. Okay, we need a battery for the pharmacy. Pick up. Okay, we can do that. Landscapes. Aries Station. Fishies. Potential food, you know, if we get hungry. Don't eat the green ones. They're not ripe yet. That's an old guy movie reference. Sorry, movie reference.
Hi Nemo. Hi Dory. Hi Sushi. At least you guys don't ask yourselves any questions.
Naming your pet fish Sushi is a bit predictive. Okay. Level 2, card required. All right. I'm going to check around at everything, as I've said before. That is level 4, card required. What do we have over here? Storage inventory. Supply food list, 400 pounds, well, 400 kilos. So about 900 pounds of grains. Somebody left their sushi unfinished. I'm sorry, no dessert for you, sir or ma'am. Agroecology. This is ecology that attacks you. What was... Oh. Listen.
What is this all about now? Why is it floating?
New anomaly to study. At least it doesn't look dangerous.
They're moving. Like in a solar system. Like planets.
It's... Find whatever you can. Maybe it will be useful to them. Let's search the station. There might be others, more interesting ones. The program isn't funding this project for nothing.
The speed and direction of rotation of the objects are constant. It's fascinating.
Oh? It's slower if we touch it. I'm fine. I'm okay.
There's nothing to do with it in plain language. The important thing is to make ourselves understood.
So there's some sort of
Raphael is
seemingly
experimental.
life?
If only he could help us find more food.
By the way, avoid eating anything that's spinning.
It would be a shame not to be able to understand what's going on.
Let's avoid personal attacks. Every voice counts.
Enough. Focus. I want answers tonight. Hurry up. You're spending more time squabbling than finding explanations for me. I thought Raphael was the only child on board. As for you, Miranda, make yourself somewhat useful. Look for other
How about I punch you in the face, Johnny? That's not really. A strange anomaly saved in K9. World materials. Which world? A little history of religion. Buzzer, you're in my way. Okay. We've got... Food is a problem, but evidently we have a vending machine. How can it be a problem? They'll just refill it, right? No? Astrolinguistics. I want to believe that most of these books are going to have a purpose, that at some point, you're going to need to do a translation. You'll have to learn something about astrolinguistics. Bits, quantum programming. Most of the actual useful information stuff seems like it is on the little piece of paper like this. Use handle to rotate. An astrolab, Pleiades. Want to read all of those? Yeah, I know that's exactly the kind of thing I find interesting, but in a game like this, are they something or are they just little bits of lore? I want them to have a use, a reason for them to be there, not just be, setting for the scene. Just there for the immersion. The immersion is good, but I want them to be useful too. With a few modifications, I was able to study all these things in 3 dimensions. It changes everything I know about the language. Miranda will be able to help us even more. Well, we click on that. All right, this is looking like a 3-dimensional Rubik's Cube. Rubik's Cube was a puzzle toy from about 150 years ago. Okay, not really. 79? Something like that. I was working in a game store during the Christmas of Rubik's Cube. Absolute fucking chaos. We were the only game store west of the Mississippi River that had them. And so we were shipping them out at a raised price all over the US and also just lined out the fucking door. Okay, so theoretically then... Okay. Interesting that it rotates like that. So, it's a 3-dimensional puzzle. So that moves those 2. Oh, I get it. That's the turning mechanism. Got it. All right. Are there 3? I think there's 3. No, it looks like it's just 2 rotating bits. I can come back to it. The stack-o-meat burger, Gotta admit, I'd like a stack of meat burger. That's pod B. Can we open? Nope, I didn't think so. We have another door over here. I expect we can't open this one. Nope. But I think we didn't check up here. So I'm assuming that means that has to be opened wirelessly. The Cellier storage room? Cellar? Cellier? Is that a word I don't know? Is that French for cellar? We have nanners. We have nanner sign. Coconut hazelnut. We have peanut butter. Okay, we've got. They allowed me to pick up the watermelon. Well, at least now I have a weapon. I have watermelon. I can throw that at. No, that's probably not going to work. A Littley Comet? Limited edition, whole grain. Oh. It's breakfast cereal. The Science of Spice. Kevin Spicy. The book is by Kevin Spicy. I see what they did there. Taters, precious. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Sweet pastry. Pâtisserie. Oh, really? They don't want to let me pick up the knife, which is understandable. I wouldn't trust me with a knife either. Got a lot of watermelon around, seemingly. There's the burger. Mushrooms. Ew. Not a mushroom fan. Mayo. Now we're talking. I could just eat that straight. I wouldn't, but oh, go. Ooh, happy 60th birthday. I wish. Purged. Purge done. Ready to be used.
I should try something else.
All right. I think this door is going to open. No, it's not. We got the complete handyman. Yeah. Beep, beep. Have anything else in here? No, just the note that allowed us to give us the clue we needed to get the our vault open. Low power indicator. Search for batteries and heavy power devices. Battery empty, emergency power on. I am here. Do we have two separate food areas? That's a little odd. High energy doors. Okay, there's a low energy door directly opposite this door. But up the stairs? I guess that there is something you have to have that notifies that door that it can open, but I don't know what that is yet. What do we have here? Information about the plants. Recharger. Pull lever down. There doesn't appear to be anything else we can do with that. Emergency use only. Well, kind of an emergency, I think. Nothing. 440 volts. Well, I'll try not to put my lips on it. Thank you. Is there anything else in here I've missed?
This doesn't go here.
Oh, we've got... okay. Oh, we can only hold one object at a time. That's not great.
Unreal? Unprecedented? Incredible?
My voice
There are
diary.
no words to describe it. I'm living what so many others can only imagine in their dreams. A taste of my own novels. Who would have thought I'd be part of a team tasked with studying a new home for humanity to replace our dying Earth? Everyone's counting on us, literally. What we're doing here is getting media attention. We're a beacon of hope.
We're a beacon of hope? Hello, Miranda. It seems we always manage to find excuses related to publishing to meet more often. I'm starting to run out of ideas, not being as creative as you. For this reason, I would simply ask, would you like to have a drink with me this evening? I know an excellent wine bar, and I understand the French love for the beverage. Very original, I admit. So evidently, my character's been getting busy with the publisher of her books. I have no idea what that does. So I've got the card. Hint: my bestseller. Okay, where's the Stardust? Oh, we have a small battery now. Well, let me type in here. Oh, there it is. Miranda's book, Stardust. Yep. What do we have? Dear Madame Vigneault, on behalf of the entire team at Ares Station, we extend a warm welcome to you as a vital member of our research facility. Your commitment to advancing research and making groundbreaking discoveries will play a crucial role in humanity's continued progress beyond the stars. We sincerely appreciate your enthusiasm and dedication to the well-being of our planet and its inhabitants. Congratulations on your upcoming work. We eagerly anticipate the results of your research and the contributions you'll make to our understanding of Vesta. Best regards, Ellen Meyer. Optima Vault reset. Hello, Miranda Vigneault. We confirm that the date of birth associated with your safe has been updated. Okay, we have a second location here for the date. Okay. Email was generated automatically. Please do not reply. In the event of an evacuation emergency, please memorize the following instructions. 1. Secure important research. Gather and secure the most critical research results, including documents, files, and physical samples. 2. Depressurization procedures. Seal off any sections of the station that are exposed to vacuuming space. 3. Kiss your ass goodbye. Wait, what? Just kidding. Food supply access. The food supply storage will automatically unlock. Make sure you gather a minimum of 30 days worth of food. Evacuation. Proceed to the evacuation pod bay. Rescue timeline. A rescue team will arrive within approximately 30 to 35 days. We appreciate your attention to these matters. Blah, blah, blah. Jahi Omandi. Quick reminder for those who might have forgotten, no one in particular, with the new security measures in place, you'll need your personal access cards to enter the kitchen. It'd be a shame if we all had to lose our lives if the kitchen were to lose pressure, wouldn't it? Hey Frenchies, just a quick message to let you know I've won first place in the arcade to celebrate our eternal rivalry. I'm on. Chats. Hello, Mon. I'm coming back to you for a minor health check. I hope things are getting better for you. How do you feel today? I'm feeling better. The medicine you gave me eased my stomach. Excellent. I'm counting on you to ration it a bit, just in case. Miranda, I thought I made it clear when I asked you to secure your belongings and fasten anything that could float around the station before the core reset to zero gravity. My apologies, Commander. I never want to see a floating geography book in the kitchen again. Do you know what a Mach 3 propelled telescope becomes? Safety notice number 12. A high-velocity ballistic projectile with significant kinetic energy that could cause serious damage to the space station and or injure crew members. Jai will bring you more straps for the telescope. Oh, and I also found some of your knickknacks on top of the refrigerator. You'll find your rubbish in a container in the hallway to our rooms. Get organized, Doctor. Rafael Almeida. Hi, Rafael. How are you today? Fine. I'm glad to hear that. What are you going to do today? Want to see the robot? Buzzer? Our kitchen robot? You'll be careful, I'm sure. Yes. The Vigneault. Dad, Mom, I'm waiting. I'm writing from the system. Rivage, we've arrived. That's fantastic, my darling. I'm sure you're over the moon. Well, literally over it, I suppose. It's a dream come true. Ever since you were little, you've gone on and on about space and the cosmos. Ever since you were 4, you have only wanted 2 things, books and space stuff. You launched the first doll we dared to give you by attaching it to a soda bottle. Mom! Come on, stop teasing your daughter. Let her celebrate her new position and remind us Earthlings how monotonous our lives are. Dad! We're just kidding, my darling. We just want you to be authentically you. Take care of your crew. You'll be their mom on board. I wasn't kidding. Dad! Blocking you anyway. We'll see if you last more than 2 hours without your beloved old ones. We love you so much, my darling. Remember where you come from, always. I miss you so much. It's been too long without you. I love you so much too. Okay, that's charming. That's what it is. Okay, there's a wastebasket in here where he put some of our stuff. Interesting. Oh no, is it in there? I think there is a fire extinguisher in there. Yeah, it looks like it. Right, more fire extinguishers. Lots of powder fire extinguishers. Were they expecting a lot of fires? That maybe you've got a design issue? All right, we got that. There's nothing else in here, I don't think. So he said that he dumped stuff in like a waste bin, but I don't see a waste bin anywhere. The dock system, okay, we've got the power, that's right. We have an incompatible item. Really? The battery doesn't go there? Looks like it should. Maybe down here? The one down here? No, incompatible. Okay, that was a no-go. That's a no-go. Maybe we need to finish that puzzle. We'll come back if that's the case. This is a no. Select a slot. Well, we may need to eat those later just to survive. Along with the bodies of our missing friends. Ah! That's the storage inventory. It would be nice if we knew what our character knows, you know, about how things work on the station. So that if we walked up to that, it would say, it's looking for a piece of wireless equipment that you're not currently equipping. Something like that. Right, at purge. Presumably this is the trash. Yeah, this is trash.
I should try something else.
That's that. Card required? No. That's the lobby. Over here, what is that? Is this L for controlling the enormous fish tank? So my assumption is I need emergency pharmacy. And it was, what, 3 batteries I think were needed? Reminder, the emergency pharmacy batteries should not be used for anything else. Gather 3 batteries scattered across the floors and put them back in the pharmacy. We are in, let's see, the middle floor. So this is the one we picked up, I think. It's the middle one. Is there a back on this? No. Really not giving us much in the way of clues. We have level 1 access, but that just got us into here. Maybe Buzzer has got something for us. No. Buzzer, nothing? Nothing for us? Buzzer, I'm trying to see if there's like a rear access panel or something. Nope, he just wants to stare at me. It's a little creepy, Buzzer, frankly. A little stalkery. We have an incompatible item. We have a battery, but nothing that the battery fits. Right? Because we can't get into this. Because we don't have the right access card. We don't have the right access card. This one is contactless, which means you need sort of, I don't know, wireless access. And I can't, like, pull this out. Wait, that's pointing down as if there was a fire extinguisher there, but there obviously isn't. And then nothing here. I can't unplug this or do anything with this.
This doesn't go here.
Incompatible item goes in there. Probably is round, if I'm going to guess. I was wondering if we could, like, that might have a battery in it or something. Yeah. You know, this is an interesting seeming game, but they're just not giving any kind of clues really as to what you're supposed to be doing, and the fact that my character doesn't know what they should know is frustrating to me. You know, if you're gonna have a game where your character has certain knowledge, like the basic functions of the space station in which you are living. Am I missing any commands anywhere? Sprint, crouch, inventory, pick up item, flashlight, screenshot, read item, delete item, inventory tab. Upgrades. Okay, that's the upgrade. Images, passwords, audios, videos, strange anomaly, and then the pictures I've been taking. It's an interesting game, but right now, even though this is supposed to be sort of a tailored introduction, a demo to the game, it seems like making progress is pulling teeth. That they just aren't giving us enough information to do it. And maybe I'm missing something obvious. But, like, nothing lights up until you're mousing over it, which is fine. In which case, everything that we can mouse over and pick up that doesn't actually do anything is a red herring. That's just there just to make it feel like it's a place. At least so far. Alright, I guess we gotta try and solve this. Let's see, so this one rotates the bottom and top. And that one rotates the top and middle. Top and middle, bottom and top. So the bottom has to move with the other two. Use handle to rotate. Yep. Which is what I'm doing. So it looks like there's 4 settings for each. Which means a total of 16 settings. There it was. Whatever it was, I was going to just go through the 16 combos. Alright, that made a doop sound. I have no idea what it actually did yet. I think no. Those, interesting, those can still turn. That's not going to work. I don't imagine this one's going to work either. I mean, we took a picture of Buzzer. I'm not sure why we had to take the picture of Buzzer. Oh, okay, so it does look like it's locked in place now. So whatever change we did to it... Oh, it's up there. Okay. That pattern is presumably important for something. Alright, well we now have... We're back in loop 1. Yeah, we don't. Thanks. Nothing, huh, Buzzer? You're just gonna stare at me all the time. It is creeping me out a little bit, not gonna lie. Just making sure there's nothing otherwise. I mean, for instance, that looks like you might be able to press it. Can't. But the only way you can tell is you don't know that, even though your character should know it.
This doesn't seem to be the right item.
So we still only have that one battery and nothing that we can seem to plug it into. I mean, I like a good narrative puzzle game. But since this is a demo where they basically said that, you know, we set this up, you won't be able to save your progress. We set up a specific starter version of the game for you to go through. I would have expected it to go faster. A lot faster. But this has been coming by fits and stops, if that. Already downloaded. So we need to find the other cards, I guess. Given that this is a curated version of the game, it's hard for me to actually sort of figure out if it's anything I would want to play. So far, I have found more frustration than, shall we say, enlightenment. Switch off.
I should try something else.
I mean, we looked at everything here. Oh, there was one more message we missed. Madame Vigneault, we are pleased to welcome you. Crew welfare. Okay, this is here. Crew welfare monitoring. Monitor and maintain Psychological or emotional well-being of all crew members under your supervision. Logbook maintenance. Maintain a comprehensive and accurate logbook that records your experiences and daily activities throughout the duration of the mission. Medical care and support. Provide necessary medical care for any physical or psychological injuries confidentially. Confidentiality clause. All information related to the mission which you are assigned is classified as a defense secret. The disclosure of any such information without explicit authorization from headquarters is strictly prohibited, may lead to severe disciplinary actions. I, the undersigned Miranda Serafino, hereby acknowledge I have read, understood, and agreed to the terms and conditions. All right, so we have read all of these messages. We've read all of the chat messages. So as I said, I like that there's a lot of stuff like that you can look at. But at this point, most of it just feels like it's, just window dressing. Whatever we have that's supposed to open that isn't working, if there's anything. No data input. Please restore the connection. Yeah, we move it up and that happens and then nothing happens. Because it continues to beep whether it's up or down. Makes a clicking sound as if we should be able to open something. And this is again me getting back to, we should know on this ship that we've been living for some length of time, what things do things. We should know what that means. I have no idea what it means. So unless we have been amnesiafied. Wow. Evidently the food's not agreeing with me. Man, that's a lot of toilet paper. Hand soap, towels, and I'm invisible. Which I find a little... Oh, we've got something. Okay. There's nothing in there. There look like there's things in there. Nothing in there. And okay, that's it. Hairdryer, I think that is. I was hopeful for a second there, but no. You see, that's another one of those the window dressing things. It looks like it could be something, but it's nothing. And there's so many of the interactables here that are nothing. And so, while I like that it gives it sort of a reality to it, there's no way to tell what thing might be relevant and what definitely isn't relevant. Which is kind of a problem. You've got so many things that might be relevant, you can easily miss something that isn't. And now, manual door, energy door. These are all energy doors except for this one that's in the kitchen. But that doesn't open up either for me. That is the storage room. Everything else is a powered door. That one is just a door. And we'll try again. Am I supposed to... Can I carry that card with me? I thought because I'd scanned it. I can't carry it with me, but I've scanned the barcode. Those things are just floating in midair. That's interesting. That was what they were talking about. They were floating like they were planets around a sun. Yeah, storage room. So yeah. But it won't open. But I have no idea why. None. I'm going to call it here then, because I'm getting frustrated. It is a demo, and it's supposed to be sort of a specially done demo that isn't saved when the real game comes out. So it's meant to give you sort of a snapshot of what the game is like, but not actually part of the game. And the snapshot is not doing its job. I've hit several dead ends. I've managed to get past most of them, but now I have no idea. And I like a lot of it. I think it looks great. The play is reasonable. I like the ideas behind it, where they're trying to represent an actual environment. We got a cup, we got a bowl, an actual environment, with books and stuff. Although multiple copies of the same book is kind of ruining that effect too. So it feels a little bit more like a real place, but it also means that you can't tell what is or isn't something that's interactable in the world and without mousing over it. And you can't tell what is or isn't important, even if your character should know how things function. I've been living on this ship for some length of time, and I have no idea what plugs in there.
This doesn't seem to be the right item.
Not the battery I have, although it looks like it. Right? It even looks like it's the right size and shape and everything.
Try something else.
But no. Is there something else? Is this a thing? Nope. Is there anything else down here? Can I open this thing up to get a battery out? Nope. And what are these things in here? I understand they want this to look like look and feel like a real place, but it is completely camouflaging what is and isn't important. I have no compatible item for this one either. And so I'm just running into dead ends everywhere. That it's a demo that's meant to give me sort of a taste of what the game is like, but it's not accomplishing that because I can't do anything. The number of things I can actually do are limited. There are lots of buttons and dials and knobs, but most of them do nothing. Hold it. Draw the pattern to unlock. All right, this is the first time I've seen this. Draw what pattern to unlock? It's the one from the ceiling? Well, not that one. That's got too many bits and pieces. Too many attempts. Oh, now that's just fucking dog shit. Yeah, that's what they would have in a real system. What pattern? I can't even see what that says. Draw the pattern to unlock. Well, that's the access card. That's images, passwords. Did it just tell you that you failed as soon as you touched it? No, I pressed buttons several times and then it said you failed and puts a 5-second delay on it. Just like it would in real life, but this ain't real life. I have zero idea. The only thing I can think of is that pattern. So I'm going to call it here. I definitely can't recommend it. The game, when it comes out, may be less narrow. There may be more options, more pointers and stuff, but the demo as it is right now, I mean, am I missing stuff? Obviously. But I can't recommend this. As much as I want to, I can't. I'm going to, after the stream, I'm going to see if I can find someone playing through the demo to see what I missed. It'll make me feel stupid, or possibly it'll actually make me feel justified. But I don't know what I'm missing. I have no idea. But I want to thank you guys for hanging out tonight. As always, I am very, very appreciative. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand, possibly a little early to maybe fit in 2 more of the demos. Of the 2 demos tonight, I liked this one, but can't recommend it at all because I don't know why I'm not making any progress. And like a lot of games with puzzle mechanics, you've got to give the player the basic knowledge that the character should have about how things work. And that's just completely absent here. The first one I liked a lot, and if I can find some of my friends who want to play it, I would not be averse at all to buying and playing it on launch. That's the Mound. Something of Cthulhu. Can't remember the name now. As that one looks very interesting, but it's a co-op game. And frankly, I think it would be like many games, if you're playing with friends, it's just better. So those are my demos for the evening. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Hopefully you will see me soon. I hope the rest of your Thursday night or possibly Friday morning goes great. And hopefully you can get quickly through your Friday to your weekend, because you deserve a weekend. Back tomorrow. Take care and ciao for now. Bye, guys.